What the fuck is up, guys? I'm the Sandman. We are back. I've been away for a while. Not that too many of you keep up anyway, but I've been away a while. We bought a new house, my wife and I, and that's what I've been doing. But I got a new wall behind me with some posters going on, something to look at other than my fat ass. And I'm here doing a late video, but it's my top 10 albums of 2014. And I didn't get around to doing it because of the move and everything, so I just wanted to do one, and I'm doing one. I'm hoping to start getting some more going here pretty quick, so. But, I do have them written down here, but I'm cheating a little bit. But I thought it'd be appropriate to sit under the poster of my favorite album of the entire list of albums that have ever been released. That's a stupid way of putting it. Metallica, Master of Puppets, I Will Be Buried with this album, and I want it playing while they carry my fat ass to the grave. So, Metallica, Master of Puppets, get that out of the way. Greatest musical achievement of all time. Most of you will click off now because there's a lot of Metallica haters, but sayonara. But let's get to this list, man. I wanted to do a top 10. 2014 was a good year in metal and rock, and it just, I'm hoping 2015 is going to be better. There's a lot of really good albums in the works, so let's pray to the metal gods that we get some good shit coming this year, just like we did last year. So I'm going to start with my number 10, and it's a band that has been through a lot of lineup changes, and they recently went back to two vocalists. Their former vocalist, Christian Elfstam, is one of my favorite vocalists in the genre, but they've managed to replace him, and it took two to replace him, but they do it well. And it is Scar Symmetry, and their album is Singularity Phase 1 Neo Humanity. And it's just like a little EP. There's only a few songs on it, but it struck a chord, man. I mean, it's a great album. And they take their sound that they've always had, and it kind of matures a little bit. The lows are really good in the screams. The highs are really good in the screams. And then the singing is very good. I mean, it is, Christian level good. And I'm excited. I mean, Christian's working on the Solution 45 album, and I'm hoping that comes out this year. So, fingers crossed for that. If you haven't heard of Solution 45, go check that out, especially if you like Scar Symmetry, old Scar Symmetry. But check out this new one by those guys. It's Singularity Phase 1 Neo Humanity. Good album. I'm assuming Phase 2 may come out this year. So, but that's number 10. Number 9 was and it still is my highest watched video review, Sonata Arctica, Pariah's Child. And what can I say? You know what you're going to get with a Sonata Arctica album. Catchy, fun, not taking themselves too seriously, power metal, and it's still a good album. I mean, I still jam it today. So, great album. Great album. Pick that up as well. Download it, whatever you got to do. Number 8, I'm going to go another power metal band, this time female fronted, with Amaranth, with Massive Addictive. Great CD. To go ahead of Sonata Arctica for me with power metal, you got to make a good record. And Amaranth has made a damn fine record. It is so catchy that it's ridiculous. And it's opened the doors to me to like even more power metal. So that's good for that genre. But because power metal is not my forte usually, but there's a few bands that I really enjoy. And Amaranth is one of them. Massive Addictive. Go pick that up, man. It's really good shit. Number 7, I'm going to go Christian metal with Demon Hunter and their album Extremist. It was probably my favorite album by them in a while, at least since Storm the Gates of Hell. I really enjoyed that record. But this record, Extremist, came out heavy. There's just so much crunch on it. And, they're Christian rock, they're Christian metal, but their singer sings so well, and it translates from the screams to the sings just effortlessly, and I love it. So go check out that Demon Hunter Extremist. It's awesome. My number 7 album. Number 6, another EP, and this band, Periphery, is hard at work, and their album may be done, maybe coming out very soon. So it's going to be in the running for my album of the year for 2015, I'm sure. So, but their EP was called Clear. Each band member wrote and produced a song that they wanted to do, and it was a very good mix of sounds, and it was everything that is Periphery. And they did that gent sound, and they nailed that. They did kind of the poppy rock sound, and you know, my ears hear a lot of different stuff. I'm very open with my rock and my metal, and Periphery touches on every single genre. I mean, they will kill you with the guttural screams, and then they will make you go crazy, but you can't help to tap your foot with their poppy shit. So I mean, Periphery is a great band. They're like a heavier A Day to Remember that just touches on all genres, and they could be played on the radio, and then they could scream in your face at the same time. So I love Periphery. Kudos to those guys, and I cannot wait for their new album. Hitting in the top 5 now, my boys in Machine Head, Bloodstone and Diamonds. They released their magnum opus with The Blackening a few years back, and then maybe stumbled a little bit with the Lotus record, or Locust record, and it was still good. I mean, don't get me wrong, but The Blackening was just way up there. The riffs and the singing and the energy and just the all-over power from Bloodstone and Diamonds is worth buying and worth being in my top 5. They killed it, man. Great record. It's not just thrash. It's not just heavy metal. It's just Machine Head. I mean, they're still Machine Head. They're great. I love them. I can't wait for their next record already. But still jamming Bloodstone and Diamonds, man. Every song is just fucking banging, man. Great record. Number 4 is a band that I've just recently stumbled upon, and they fall into that kind of borderline poppy metal, poppy rock kind of sound. I call them Fall Out Boy with nuts, and they kind of have like a 10 Years sound. If you haven't heard 10 Years, go check those guys out, Tennessee boys. But nothing more. I'm assuming their album's self-titled. It doesn't have a title, so it's very catchy, very in your face. They have political lyrics. They have just everything, you know, very, very liberal band. You know, they talk against war and social problems, and, you know, they deal with religion, and they just have quite a few very good songs and very good lyrics, and it kind of takes you on a journey, and that's what I love. I'm a writer. I love lyrics, and I overanalyze every lyric I hear, and nothing more has really challenged me with their lyrics, and I love it. Go pick up that record. It's fairly new. They're getting kind of popular, so, you know, maybe they'll go crazy and come around and release a lot more good records. So they're great. You just got to open your mind a little bit. They're not going to scream in your face the whole time. But great band. Number 3, speaking of screaming in your face the whole time, being in your face the whole time, writing about comic books, the whole concept album, Within the Ruins, Phenomena, was phenomenal. Sorry, that's corny. It was amazing. I still listen to it to this day, and I can't say enough about what this band has meant to me this year. And it's been wonderful listening to them grow. I mean, I've listened to these guys every album. Elite was amazing, and this album, Phenomena, just takes Elite to another level. It takes everything they did on Elite and turns it up a notch. The guitar work, the screaming, the drums, the bass, that whole gent sound is just in your face. And I mean, it's damn near, if the other 2 albums hadn't have come out, this would have been my other album. This would have been my album of the year. I love it. It's opened a whole new door to me. I'll use that expression again. Opened a whole new door to me for music and gent, and Just great band, man. I can't wait to see them live. I hope I get to see them live one day. But Within the Ruins, Phenomena, go get it. Whether you're a comic book fan or not, but the whole album does deal, it's a concept record, deal with comic book storylines. Batman, Joker, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Venom, you know, a nerd's dream, a nerd metalhead's dream. Within the Ruins, Phenomena, my number 3 album. My number 2, it really pains me to be saying it like this, but I came across a band. I've done a couple reviews for them. I've made friends with the guys. They're called Anti-Mortem, and sadly, they are not a band anymore. They did disband this year after releasing what was my top album of the year until the number 1 album was released. These guys, I haven't had a band make an impact on my life as much as Anti-Mortem did this year. And I know a lot of you guys haven't heard of them, so go to YouTube, check out what they did. Their album that they made will live forever no matter what they do. And I want to give a shout out to Zane Smith. He's the guitar player for that band. He's one of the guitarists for that band. He has been great to me on the internet. I met him in Nashville when I saw the show, and he still talks to me. And you know, to be a fan of a guy and have him actually talk to you and send you a Christmas card and give a shit about you is a dream come true. So thank you, Zane Smith from Oklahoma. I can't wait to see what you do next. But all you guys out there, Anti-Mortem, New Southern is the name of the record. Go pick it up, download it, whatever you got to do. They're not a band anymore, but just listen to these songs. It brings Southern metal back. It's got Pantera in it. It's got, you know, all that, but it's the sound all their own. I couldn't wait to see what they would do next, and now we may never know. We probably won't ever know. But Anti-Mortem, New Southern, my number 2 record. And all I can say, I mean, great guys, and I feel like I've promoted them as much as I could, and I'm still promoting them even though they're gone. But best of luck to all the guys in the future, and you know, hopefully Zane will still keep me in touch, and you know, keep in touch with me and keep telling me what's going on. And anyway, I'm rambling because that's what I do about bands I love. Anti-Mortem, rest in peace, man. You guys are the shit. I don't care if you're together or not. I'll always blast your record. Now, the number 1 album of 2014. There was really no contest here. You say it, you say it, you say it. Slipknot, Volume 5, The Gray Chapter. I'm telling you guys, it blows my mind what these guys were able to accomplish. I've listened to them since I was in 8th grade, since their first album. And not Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat. I didn't hear that till after. But since their first self-titled album, I've been a Slipknot fan, and I've been a Slipknot fan hardcore. I've never stopped. I've loved every record. All Hope Is Gone was really hard to love, but I found a way. But when Paul died, it was a tragedy, and there's not much else I can say on that. But Paul, R.I.P., you'll be missed, man, and you are missed. And but this record right here, man, just from the cover art being weird, and just, you know, there's the new guys, the 2 new members, and they have just pumped out the best album that has come out, in my opinion, in the last, I don't even know. I can't even, I mean, it may be up there with one of the best metal records of all time. It's not getting enough play, I don't think. I think it deserves more, but they're back on tour. They're grinding. Corey Taylor is one of my heroes, and yes, I'm a fanboy, but Slipknot is waving that flag, man. They're back, and he even kind of put Stone Sour away for a little while, because Slipknot is back. They have 2 new members. They're killing it, and this record is amazing from start to finish. It is a journey of what they've been through, the pain and the agony that they've felt. And you feel it while you're listening to it. I mean, it is so emotional and so raw and just in your face. And that's the only album that could top Anti-Mortem for me in 2014. Because Anti-Mortem came out with a blast. And but Slipknot, they're the kings. They're the kings right now. Call them mainstream, call them sissies, call them whatever you want to call them. Slipknot is still number one. And I think just people hate to admit it. But they're number one. They're number one on my list. They're number one on a lot of people's list. So, Slipknot Volume 5, The Gray Chapter. One of the greatest rock albums, metal albums, to ever be released. You heard it here first, man. I'm just saying. I don't know how anyone could deny it. Just listen to it. It's everything you could ever want. Slipknot fan or not. So, fuck the haters, man. Seriously. Slipknot, Volume 5, The Gray Chapter. Number one album of 2014. Their next album will be number one of whatever they come out, I'm sure. They've got that fire back. So, that's it. That's my top 10 list. I've got a couple honorable mentions here. Revocation, Deathless. Good, hardcore, just thrash album. Great band. Great band. Black Label Society, Catacombs of the Black Vatican. You know, that was Zakk Wylde returning to his form. And it almost made my top 10 as well. But, great record if you like Black Label Society. I mean, it sounds like Black Label, so I don't know what more you could want. But also another thrash record, Savage Messiah, The Fateful Dark. Look those guys up. They're killing it. Great album. And also Mushroom Head, The Righteous and the Butterfly. I'm going to see Mushroom Head tomorrow night in Clarksville, Tennessee. In this little ass room. It's going to be fucking insane. But I've never been, they've never been one of my favorites, but I've always, they've always been on my radar. And Mushroom Head came out with a great album, The Righteous and the Butterfly. Check that shit out. But that's all I got. This is probably my longest video. I'm hoping to get some more out soon. I'm enjoying my new house, and hopefully you'll have some more records or more reviews soon. So, like, subscribe, dislike, comment, call me a fat asshole, whatever you want to do, man, because I know you watched. So if you comment and hate me or hate what I said, at least you watch, man. Give me your top 10. Tell me that my top 10 sucks. I don't care, bro. Whatever you want to do. Just keep listening to music. Love music. Write music. Play music. Learn to sing. Do whatever you got to do, man. Don't let music die, because it's kind of dying at the moment. But bands like these that I've listed are keeping that heartbeat alive. So, thank you guys for watching. It's good to be back making another video. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Thanks. Keep it metal.